Hey everybody, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by and digging into the card pile. In this video, I'll show you a couple of recent pickups I got, some vintage basketball, some older football, and some vintage baseball. Hope you dig it. I picked these up at Logical Collectibles. It's a card shop in a little town called Linden, Indiana, not too far from here, a little south. Good little shop. I've mentioned it before. If you're ever in the area, please stop by. So anyway, this is what I picked up. And this little pile of cards right here will show you basically, it's not always with me. It's just basically I like what I like. I get what I like. And if it looks, I never know what I want until I see it, if that means anything other than a couple of cards I already have in my collection, blah, 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 blah. But usually that's how I go to card shows and card shops. I don't know anything and I don't know what I want until I find it. So this card's a perfect example. I've never heard of this player, Mike Riordan, Hemorrhoid. I don't know. But anyway, I'll have to look into him. But the uniform itself and the card's in really good shape. Off center, of course. But look at the little warm up jackets that they have. I mean, that's just a cool looking photo for a card right there. The old Washington Bullets. I mean, that's just a pretty snazzy card. So yeah, here's the back. Here's some stats of him. He went to Providence. So that's about all I know, other than he's on one of the coolest cards in the 70s. Then we have this. This is a freebie that they just threw in because it's just butchered to hell. But old Bruce Sutter, I believe this is his second year. This is a Hostess card from 78. And yeah, he just threw this in. Since I'm going to keep it, I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm not going to try to trim it up and make it look all sweet. I'll keep it just like that. Then we go on to this 1976 Topps, and it's Oscar Gamble. The Yankees traded for Oscar Gamble. I think they just wanted his hair, but he was the player to be named later with the trade for the hair. But no, just airbrush greatness right there on the hood. He's got the fro. I mean, it's just a great looking card. It's got everything I love about it of cards. It's interesting. It's just a good shot and it's interesting. The hat, the hair, even his stash. So yeah, Oscar Gamble. And he was one of the players I did really like. He was one of them mid-level, I would like to say, like him, Jose Cruz, players like that, Felix Milan, just solid ball players that I like to watch all the time. Here's the back. Pretty clean card. Just a great looking card. Then we have these ERA leaders from the American League and National League with Mark Fidrich and John Denny. And again, the card's in really good shape. Here's the back. Yeah, the bird Mark Fidrich and John Denny gives me kind of serial killer vibes. Don't tell him I said that. And then I saw a video, I think it was by Vintage on Vintage. He was talking about underrated players. I can't remember how long ago this is, but here's one underrated player that I thought between this person and between Sal Bando and Bert Campaneris, they were two of the very underrated Oakland A's from that era and them championships teams. And again, the card's just really cool looking. You got the ball right there. You got his glove right there. You know he's going to make the catch. And he's going to throw it first or second, wherever the runner's at. But yeah, that's just a great looking shot right there. Got the umpire in the back. Can barely see him, but he's there. Just a cool looking card. And I like how the color scheme of the card goes with the uniform. So yeah, just a great looking shot of the very underrated Sal Bando. Then we have from my Chicago Cubs, Dave King Kong Kingman. And just he either swung big or he hit big. I mean, that was just about it for old Dave. Played for quite a few teams before he came to the Cubs. Quite a few teams. But yeah, I just remember him back there in the day, him and Billy Buckner, Jose Cardinal, Willie Hernandez, all them players. Kingman was, I wish he would have stayed longer, but what can you do? But yeah, Dave Kingman probably had to leave Chicago because he wasn't real friendly with the Tribune, I bet. Then we have another Dave Kingman. This is from 1981. This is the Fleer. Grew the stash out again. But anyway, yeah, another one of my favorite players on the Cubbies to watch back in the day. And yeah, Kingman. Then we're going to batting leaders. This is from 1976. This is the NL batting leaders. We have Bill Madlock, newly Hall of Famer Ted Simmons, and one of my favorites of all time, Manny Sanguillen. I mean, that's just a nice looking card right there. You got 3 solid players, 3 great players, 3 players I like to watch. I mean, and just so happens these 2 would end up being teammates. But yeah, Manny Sanguillen, Bill Madlock, and Ted Simmons. Another sharp looking card. This one's not as off center as I thought it would be, but yeah, it's a great looking card right there. Then we have from 1978, Don Sutton, NL All-Star. Solid pitcher I like to watch, even though he played for the Dodgers. But yeah, this All-Star card from 78. Pretty cool. Here's the back. Off center like crazy. But the front don't look so bad. And now we're going to switch to some football. And this one is from 1976. This is Topps. Defensive end from the Steelers, L.C. Greenwood. There's the back there. Pretty clean, nice looking card. Then we have from 1990 Topps, the rushing leaders, Barry Sanders from your Detroit Lions, my Detroit Lions, our Detroit Lions, and Christian Okoye from the Chiefs. Then we have another Steelers card from 1977, Mel Blount, an All-Pro 76 card. One of them tough Steelers from the 70s Steelers teams. Then we have from 1978 Topps, former Purdue football player standout Scott Dierking. He was drafted to the Jets for their running back position. I remember him more for Purdue than I don't remember him at all for Purdue. I was too young. I was a puppy. But anyway, I do remember him a little bit in the pros. And he did go to Purdue, and that's my school. So gotta shout out to the Purdue players. And it's his rookie card, so that's cool. Then last but not least is from 1975, Fred Bilenikoff of the Raiders. I mean, he just looks rough right there. Like he just played a hell of a game in his 50s at the time. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how old he was at the time. But no, Fred Bilenikoff, he did it all back in the day. And he went to Florida State. So yeah. Raider legend right there, Fred Bilenikoff. So these were my pickups. I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I'd appreciate to hear your input and watch. And I reply to every comment I've ever gotten. And if I haven't, but I haven't. But anyway, hope you dug them. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit the old like button. I appreciate it a lot. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And for those of you who have, right on. I appreciate it. And have a good week coming up. And don't forget, let me know in the comments which ones were your favorites. It's tough for me to say in this one. But I'd have to go with the Sal Bando. definitely that's my pick. I love them all, don't get me wrong, but Sal Bando is my pick for this card pile. All right, thanks a lot, folks.